Hey, what's up everybody? This is Osterberg501 and today I want to go over what I think is one of the best builds for the new 7.62x5.1 Scar H. And this is one of the new weapons with patch 12.12 and it is a pretty good weapon, definitely more towards the top end, more towards the end game weapons. And I recently went over a video going over the G28, which is another 7.62x5.1 marksman rifle. And this kind of fills the same role as that weapon, just the G28 is semi-automatic only, but has a little bit better stats than this Scar H, but the Scar H also has fully automatic. So when you're in those close quarter fights, you're able to just spray this thing and shred absolutely anybody. And this is a loud build for this weapon. I think I'll probably go over another build making this silenced. I think the silenced version of this weapon is going to be a little bit harder to build just because of the massive reduction in ergo, but I do think there's some pretty big benefits to using a silenced weapon. So first off, we have the front and the rear sights. The only thing we're using these for are for additional ergo. Just use any of the front and rear sights to give +1 ergo. Usually the Tan M-Bus Gen 2 are pretty cheap, so you can get those. We don't have any other options for the charging handle. And then for the sight, you can use whatever you want. This is definitely a weapon that you're able to snipe with if you want to. And personally, for general use, I use the EOTech XP S30. I think it's still one of the best sights in the game. Then we have the FN Scar Cheek Rest. We have the FN Scar retractable polymer stock. Then we have the FN Scar folding polymer stock. None of these you have options for. You have options to go with a black version of them, but it's the same exact thing. Then we also have the FN Scar rubber butt pad. All of these stock options will come on every Scar you get unless you buy one on the flea market that someone took them off for whatever reason. Then we're going to be using the FN Scar 20-inch barrel. Then for the pistol grip, we're going to be using the AR-15 Nora Arms Growl S. Now the Growl S is basically the same as the HK Ergo PSG-1, so get whichever one of those pistol grips is cheaper. Next up, you have two options for magazines, and they're basically the exact same things. The full black one weighs slightly less, but it's not enough to actually matter. They're both 20 rounders, so get whichever one you can get your hands on, or whichever one is cheaper. Then for the upper receiver, same as the stock, you just have the two different colors to choose from. Then for the grip, I'm using the Hera Arms CQR Tactical Foregrip. Now this gives a really good mix between ergo and recoil. If you're fine with having quite a bit lower of ergo, but you want some lower recoil, you can go with the Zenit RK2. Now this will drop your ergo by 12, which is pretty massive, but it's also going to drop your vertical recoil by 3. So it will be a little bit more controllable on the recoil, but have a lot less ergo, so you can choose whichever one of those you want to do. Then we're going to be using the FN Scar bottom rail. Then we're going to have the FN Scar PWS rail extension. Then I'm going to be using the D-ball for my tactical device. You can use whichever tactical device you want. I always recommend the D-ball because it has all of the different options. Then we have FN Scar side rail. And then for our muzzle device, we're again going to be using the Atlantic combination of muzzle brakes. So we have the Atlantic BMD blast mitigation device. Then we have the Atlantic blast mitigation device again. And then we have the Atlantic Dragon. And like I said with the G28, this combination is what's going to allow the weapon to have still pretty decent ergo and massively reduce the recoil of the weapon. And like I said, I do want to do another build going over a silenced version of this weapon. I think that version is going to be worse statted than the loud version, but it will be silenced, so you'll have that trade-off. And like I went over with the G28, if you get your Peacekeeper at rank 2, you're able to start buying M80 rounds, which are really good right now in the wipe. You're going to be able to shred pretty much anybody you come across. You almost never come across people with tier 5 or tier 6 armor yet. So this is going to be more than enough to destroy pretty much anybody in tier 3 or tier 4 armor. And once you get that rank 2 Peacekeeper, you're able to buy 150 rounds of M80 every reset, and it's 3 USD a piece. So it's not too expensive, and you're able to buy a lot of this and stock up on it pretty quickly, especially for the fire rate of this Scar. It has a little bit lower fire rate than a lot of the other more meta type fully automatic weapons. So it's pretty much all I want to go over with my full build for the Scar H. And also, this is the weapon that everybody got for free with the Christmas present. If you want to go get that, you just go on the official EFT website, go to your profile, and at the bottom, you'll be able to claim this. It came with this scar, I think some M80 rounds, and a few of these multicolored 20 round magazines. So if you want to, you can go and mod that present weapon up and turn it into this and have a very, very high end weapon. That's pretty much all I want to go over for this build. So subscribe if you want to see more Escape from Tarkov videos. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a comment down below what you guys think about this Scar H build, and thanks for watching.
Окружай его! Вон он упык! Вон он! Куда он за... Ебать его! Да хули, блядь! Скупщику все продам и заживем. Вот тупырь! Вот ты шалава! А ты петуха!